took a little while, but this all seemed to come together very well. Really pushed hard there in the second.
Yeah, I felt like our first period was pretty solid. We got in on top of them. We forechecked really well. We did have some changes in our lineup. We had a couple of defensemen that we had to slide into the lineup. So we tried after last night's game. We had Robertson and Scanlon that were high 20s and they were tired. So we tried to roll six through as often as we could. That was the number one thing we tried to do. And then up front, we changed the first two lines, tweaked them a little bit, and then threw Bobby Trevino in for Turner Elson as well.
Despite the fact obviously they started with the wrong line, started the last thing you want to see. Certainly getting that first goal was a big thing.
Well, I felt like us getting the first goal was really critical to us, right? Like we kind of went out last night. I don't think we started very well. I thought they sort of ran our show early on, and then we built a little bit of a comeback, and then just kind of hung in there for a while. And once it was 3-3 in the third period last night, I thought we were hanging in there pretty solid. We made a couple of mistakes. They capitalized on it. Tonight we didn't give them that chance. We had the puck. I thought we demanded the puck, and we were solid on both ends of the rink, especially early.
One thing made you very solid was the play Matt Robertson. He certainly held one of the strongest games so far this season, and you guys did a good job in third period. Both parts shutting them down.
Well, I think last night he was 28 minutes, I think. So tonight he actually got hurt in the third period, so he played about a minute and a half. We were down to 5D. We had Sikora went off. He got cut in the face. Robertson got caught, but yes, Matt played really well. He's played well the last little while. He's starting to get into a groove with this game. It'd be nice to have six set guys that we could have consistent pairs. Tonight we threw it in a bit of a ringer trying to get the pairs together, but I thought he responded really well.
All right, last question. Any serious injuries? Those are a couple things you mentioned.
Say that again.
Excuse me. Any serious injuries at all, or any comes out of those guys?
No, I think that we had some stitches. Sikora's mom's in town, so she'll be disappointed to see he's got stitches in his mouth. But I think we're all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You can go ahead. All right, Coach. So last night you're in Syracuse. You lose the back and forth contest. What was the message of the team coming into tonight's rematch in your house?
Well, number one, last night we didn't get much of a forecheck going. Their goaltender was really good with the puck, and we ended up giving it to them too often. So we identified that. We had a meeting about it earlier in the day, and we talked about that. Number two, we talked about moving pucks forward quickly, getting them in behind their D, and making them turn. They have some big, strong defensemen, but I don't feel that they're quick enough to keep up to our forwards. So our forwards early on tonight got the puck behind them. We forechecked really hard, didn't give them opportunities to get to pucks. And I felt like our guys did a really good job of protecting pucks, taking it to the net. And we felt like if we took pucks to the net, we'd get seconds and thirds because I feel like we're quite a bit quicker than them. And overall, I think the plan worked pretty well.
So you mentioned earlier about kind of shuffling around the defense. They played pretty well tonight considering they have four regulars out. Twice they limited Syracuse to just single-digit shots in a period. How have you maintained a strong defensive performance missing so many starters?
Well, I think first and foremost, we have, I guess we had three guys from the East Coast League in the lineup today. They're solid enough players. They're smart enough players. I mean, certainly the pace is a little different than what they're used to, but I really felt like the system protected them. And, we have a swarm system in our zone where we've always got one guy going in a corner, turning him back, and we've got someone on his hip and helping them. And our centermen are so smart. They help those guys a lot. So really they didn't, we don't expose them to many one-on-ones. It's usually a two-on-one in our favor in the D zone, and we try to eliminate the weakest guy on the far side. And our guys did a good job of it tonight. It makes it a lot easier on those guys.
All right, one last question for you, Coach. That huge scrum after Robertson's goal, what were your kind of thoughts on that, watching that from the bench?
Well, to tell you the truth, I mean, it's part of it, right? They're a physical team. They did that. They tried to do that to us last night. I felt we were more disciplined tonight. Obviously, they took several power plays. They were a little bit undisciplined tonight, and I just tried to tell our guys to stick with it, stick to our game plan. Number one, we're trying to win hockey games. If we have to protect each other, we will protect each other, but we're out to win hockey games first and foremost.
Thanks, Coach.
Sean, last one. This team has really shown their ability to band together, especially in those games where emotions are running high, especially evident this weekend against Syracuse. How do you think they've been able to do that?
Well, I think that we talk about it every day. The guys talk about it. It's just such a close group. We've got a great group of leaders within the locker room. There's guys who were around last year, and the guys that we added this year have been even better. And I feel like they care for each other, they look out for each other, and they know that a pack of wolves mentality is something that we have to continue to maintain. And that'll get us some wins down the way. And you know what? It's actually kind of fun to know that you've got somebody hanging on your hip all the way around the rink. And our guys did that all night tonight, and I feel like they've done it all year long.